we have lines? Do we have lines? Can you hear it? Is it bouncing? Okay. I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah, talking anyway, so yeah. Do you have it going now?
He said he could see it on his end, so. Now that I'm going, I don't think it'll be so bad. Just remember to be
In between innings. That's mute, I think. Yeah, mute's out, I believe. Because we got a green button, right? Right. I want somebody to check that to make sure you can hear both Steve and I so we know which way the button's got to be. Well, Steven, here we go. We got beautiful Pickard Park. We got Evan Copen leading off for the Bandits. Beautiful day.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, we get some rain. Not too hot, not too cold, sun shining.
Much better than the sweatshirts and cold weather we've been having here lately.
For sure. A light wind. Pitches up and in to Evan to start things off here for the Bandits.
We apologize for not having any stats and barely a lineup as we are just seeing what's going on here. There's a pitch that catches the outside corner to the lefty Copen.
Got everything set up and running just as the first pitch was delivered.
Just in time, right? There's a ball high to Copen. Looks like we got 3-1 count. Looks like Carlisle's got a lefty on the mound. One thing about it, every time we show up to these tournaments, we are by far, no matter what, the smallest team on the field at all times.
We don't have the height and the build, but man, we got the power.
That's right. That's right. That brings up K.O. Roth. Takes pitch inside for ball one. That's shaking up a little bit there. Looks like he scraped up a knee or something there. Don't rub it. Don't rub it. Maybe the ball hit him.
I got him. I couldn't tell. We were sitting right behind home plate here, so our view is slightly obstructed when there's action in front of us.
Right. Got a little delay here. Shaking it off. I believe you pronounced the pitcher's name Mowinkle. Does that look right to you?
Yeah, I haven't been able to get a good view of it, so I'm not 100% sure.
I told the coach we would do our best with the names as they came up, but I made no promises whatsoever.
Apologizing to Carlisle.
Yes, yeah. Three 3-0 count to Kale. Nice pitch right down the middle to bring it to 3-1. 3-1. Ball 4 in the dirt. Sac County Bandits in their Saturday gray pants and digitized white and gray shirts with the green outlines, and Carlisle with the black shirt, gray trousers, red hats. Everybody looking sharp on this early Saturday morning for baseball. Brings the plate Aiden Mertu. Fouls the first pitch off to the left. Ball in the dirt, gets back. Runners advance, second and third. It's right where you want to be with your third and fourth hitter coming up, second and third, no outs. Yeah, you really can't waste that good strike. You know, when you get that strike, you really want to drive it. You really want to be ready every pitch, even as tough as it might be here in the early going. Yeah. Talk to him a little bit all the time about now we're 2-1 instead of 3-0. You know. And then, oh, that was strike. Oh, we fouled the first one off. Yep. That's where you run the risk when you swing at a bad pitch. You run the risk of that, you know, a low call getting strike there, and end up walking back to the bench. Brings up Luke Braunschweig for the Bandits.
Lefty on lefty matchup in the first four batters here to start things off. Takes one up and in. Luke won't shy away from a strike. He gets one,
he will not get cheated. He's got the lefty moxie.
That's right.
You know. He swings that bat and he gets after it. He will not get cheated, that's for sure. No. That's an adjustment, you know. You know, some people say, there ain't nothing to that. There's a ball in the gap. That's a base hit. Copen comes through. Roth comes around. Single by Braunschweig, plates 2, and the Bandits have the early lead, 2-0 in the top of the first with one down. Brings up Cale Phelps to the plate. Two away now, brings Caleb Copa to the plate. Cale Phelps at first. Caleb Copa, the lefty, digs in against the lefty Mo Winkle. First pitch on the way is a strike called on the outside corner. Guys are going to have to be ready to swing today, I think. Yep, you're going to have to be ready to go. Copen digs in for the 1-2. Pitch on the way from Mo Winkle. Swing and a miss. That's a strike 3. That ends the inning. But the Bandits played 2 runs on 1 hit. There were a couple walks and 1 left on base. Moving to the bottom of the first, it's Sac County Bandits 2, Carlisle coming to bat. Moving into the bottom of the first, setting the defense here for the Bandits. Looks like Luke Braunschweig is taking the mound for the Bandits. From left to right, Aiden Murtu at third. Cale Phelps is at short. Caleb Copen is at second. Evan Copen is at first. Ryan Berry will be doing the work behind the plate. And if I can see far enough out there... yeah, he's not at second. Be Lane Wandry at second. Lane Wandry at second. Kale Roth in short. He did not mess around with that. First pitch strike, he was ready to go. I believe Aiden Albright is in right, so that sets the defense for the Bandits. One thing you don't have to worry about Braunschweig, no matter what happens, he's always going to be in the game. He's already passed that double and on to the next hitter. To the pitcher Mowinkle from Carlisle. Carlisle Wildcats. If it wasn't for this kind of baseball, these kids would never meet on the same field. But through the beauty of baseball and parents willing to spend money, here we are, right, Steven?
That's right.
Count goes to 2-1 on the pitcher Mowinkle. 3-1, 3-1. Ball 4, so a leadoff double, followed by a walk to the pitcher Mowinkle. Brings up number 7, Wyckoff. I believe he's the catcher. Braunschweig having a little early inning jitters here. Gotta settle in and find his mojo a little bit here. There's a good pitch. That's a good start. Carlisle runners at first and second. 1-1 count on Wyckoff. Evan! Kind of fell asleep a little bit there and allowed the runner to advance to third.
Just missed on the inside corner. Counts now 2-1 on Wyckoff.
Runner goes, fouled off by Wyckoff. He will return back to first to keep the first and third situation. Yeah, they would definitely qualify as the biggest kids on our team. I was was a very good protect me swing. Those types of swings that all coaches talk about, like do anything you can to foul it back. Wyckoff steps out and resets again. First and third. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first. And a swing and a miss by Wyckoff. Good pitch by Braunschweig. A little high and tight. Gets him chasing. Runner advances to second. Is one out. Second and third. Bottom of the first for Carlisle. Number 4 hitter Tuck into the box. Where do you get these big kids at? Man, yeah. Be a good idea to come right back in there. Keep banging away on those hands and see if you can make him get a mistake here. Spinner. Maybe he's just brushing him back to bring one on the inside corner now. Yep.
Straight back behind the out of play. Good battle here between the blue.
1-2 count on Tuck. Second, third, one away. Bottom of the first here. 2-0 Bandits. Yeah, if he has confidence here, bring that spinner. Start it at him, bring it into the inside, see what happens here. I think you could sit him down on that. Attaboy. Nice play made by Wandry there at second. You know, you get those high fly balls, you never know, but you know, it's such a beautiful morning. I don't think they're going to do anything crazy up in the air today. It's going to be... Yep. See if Braunschweig can work out of the jam here. Yeah, unless you get a good break today off a third, there's not going to be a whole lot of pass ball advances. Pretty tight. Two and 0 to Rosenbaum from Carlisle, I believe is how you pronounce that. Good block by Barry. Well, I guess worst case scenario, there is room down at first for him. That'll make it easier on the infielders. Yep, we got to make him earn it. I just got to let him walk down there. Braunschweig hits Rosenbaum to load the bases with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. 2-0 Bandits. Braunschweig looking to get out of a first inning jam here with no damage. That's a good start. Oh, working ahead is just so big. You know, I tell my high school kids all the time, you get down 1-0, 2-0, you know, at first pitch balls, and if you can work ahead, I'll tell you what, it opens up a lot of things.
Bases loaded, 2 outs, 2-0 Bandits lead here, bottom of the first inning. Nice pitch there, even the count 2-2.
You really got to challenge him here. Challenge him, see what happens. Let the infield make a play.
Missed up high. Full count, bases loaded, 2 outs. So there will be action on this pitch from Brunschweig. Runners will be moving on the pitch. There they go, and the pitch
Good pitch.
just misses inside. Ball 4.
I've seen lesser pitches.
Looked pretty good.
It did look good from this angle, being right behind the plate, but as it is, it was ball 4, and Carlisle plates a run, making it 2-1.
Little float over towards first, picked up by Evan Copeland. He steps on the bag in time to retire the side. So limited damage done by Carlisle as Brunschweig works out of it. One leadoff double, he comes around to score. Bandits still lead 2-1 as we move to the second inning here in Indianola.
Test 1, 2, 3. Test. We're back live here in Indianola. Sorry, we've been working through a few audio technical difficulties here on site, so bringing you back the play-by-play action. We are in the top of the third inning. Landon Vogt leading off for Sac County. A couple of nice defensive plays for the Bandits in the bottom half of the last inning. No balls and 2 strikes on Landon. Here's the pitch. Checks a swing on a ball down in the dirt. Stays alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mollwinkle in his third inning of work for Carlisle. Brings the 1-2 pitch. Misses off the plate. Evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Landon Vogt. Leadoff batter here for the Bandits in the top of the third inning. Here comes the 2-2 offering. Pitch misses low and away. Runs the count full now on the Bandits leadoff hitter here in the third inning.
It's going good. Our audio, we have an audio problem, so when we have our audio hooked up.
Ball 4 outside. Leadoff walk for Landon Vogt. Turns the lineup over, and Evan Colpin, the leadoff batter in the Bandits lineup, now digs in.
The first inning, my headset didn't work, but the people could only hear me and they couldn't hear Steve.
Mollwinkle comes set. Vogt gets his lead. Pitch up and in to Evan Colpin. Ball 1. Bandits have had a runner on each of the first 2 innings, or each of the first 3 innings now. They lead Carlisle 2-1. Vogt gets his lead over at first. The pitch swung on, ground ball towards first, off the glove of the first baseman and into right field. Vogt stops at second base as the ball gets just into the outfield grass. First 2 batters aboard for Sac County here in the top of inning number 3. Brings up Cale Roth. Another lefty on lefty matchup. 2 on, nobody out here in the top of the third. First pitch to Cale outside. Ball 1. Just a light breeze here in Indianola this morning. This is lots of sunshine. 1-0 pitch hits the outside corner. Strike 1. Landon Vogt down to third base on the steal. The throw and the tag not in time. So each runner moves up. Double steal. Runners now at second and third. Nobody out. The 1-1 pitch misses down in the dirt. Ball 2. Nice little gap in right center field if Cale can turn on one here. Pitch is up and in for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike now on Cale Roth. See if he can win the lefty on lefty matchup here. 3-1 pitch misses outside and away. Loads up the bases with nobody out for Aiden Murtu. Looks like we're going to have time called by Carlisle as we're going to have a visit on the mound here with the bases loaded, nobody out here in the top of the third inning. Bandits lead 2-1. Bandits had the bases loaded in the first inning as well, where they scratched across 2 runs to take the early 2-0 lead. Carlisle came back, scratched across 1 run there in the bottom of the first inning with 2 out walk. Got a runner to third base in the bottom of the second inning, but a couple of nice defensive plays by the Bandits got them out of the jam. So Mollwinkle will stay in and continue to pitch. He will face Aiden Murtu now with the bases loaded and nobody out here in the top of the third inning.
Oh, there. See, yep.
Looks like the corner's going to play about even with the bases. Second baseman is just a step or 2 in front of the grass. Shortstop is playing in. First pitch to Murtu, a little chopper out in front of the plate, fielded by the pitcher. throws home for the first out, over to first. He's safe. So Landon Roth retired at home on the fielder's choice. Bases remain loaded, now with 1 out for Luke Braunschweig.
Can both of you talk and say something?
I think we do have the audio.
Do we have it all up and running now? They can actually hear us both?
Yeah, I think it's figured out. Okay, perfect.
All right, bases loaded, 1 out for Luke Braunschweig. The first pitch to him
That's
hits
just
the outside corner. It's a tough pitch to hit.
that's a tough pitch to hit, man. You know, low and outside like that. It's yeah,
If you're a pitcher, throw it there all day if you can,
Yeah.
I guess.
yeah. If you can hit that spot, I mean,
Yeah, Luke turns on that one. That's in his wheelhouse, but he's a little early on the swing. Now he's down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes.
Okay, so we're back up and running. Everything should be updated on here.
I think if you're Luke, you're probably looking something down and away.
yeah, you gotta
There it was, but that was too far out.
be protecting against that. Like it or not, it is the strike
That's
zone.
right. As a hitter, you have to adjust to the zone. If it's there all day and consistent, that's all we ask. Another poke foul over the first base dugout.
And I can hear you on here. I wish I could mute it, so I couldn't. But we'll have those
And Bandits lead 2-1, looking to add more here in the top of the 3rd inning. Bases loaded, 1 out. Another chopper foul.
Fights another one off here. It's a big at bat. You know, you get a situation like this, a base hit, plates 2. You know, now you're looking at 4-1. I mean, this is could be a critical time in the game.
Could
here.
be a big momentum changer for sure. That one's going to stay fair down the first base line. That should score a couple. And it will. Nice 2-run single off the bat of Luke Braunschweig down the first base line.
Just what the doctor ordered right there.
Aiden Murtu goes first to third on the hit, so now they're at the corners with 1 out for Kale Phelps.
Gotta believe they're going to be looking to get Luke to second before they turn Phelps loose here. At least I would be. But he takes a big hack
He
anyway.
takes the hack, and the runner gets the second, so either way, runner is now at second and third with just 1 out. Second baseman's playing back, so if you can punch something to the right side, that should score another run. And that's going to be lacing into the
That's
gap
gonna
in
get
right
down,
center
that
field.
gapper.
That could be extra bases. Phelps stumble of running around first, almost missed first base, had to slow down just a bit, but kicks it in and picks up the 2 RBI double.
Couple of big back-to-back hits, man. That's what you need. You know, the runners get on, you know, start stringing hits together. I mean, it's so important. It's something we try to emphasize at the high school level, you know, trying to put those hits together, you know, work a walk in there, those types of things. When you can do that, I tell you what, you can put a lot of pressure on defenses and a lot of pressure on pitching.
That's right. A lot of guys want to get up there and get that big swing all in one and get the big chunk, but if you just chip away and plate 2 or 3 at a time, just keep runners on base, puts a lot of pressure on the defense. We are going to have a pitching change after that 2-run double. Looks like we have Schnorr looks like. He's going to take over.
Right-hander for the Carlisle Wildcats. Warming up with a battery of Wyckoff. Kale Phelps will be at second for the Bandits, as the Bandits have plated 4 runs here in the top of the 3rd. Kind of what you need here. You want to try to separate as much as you can, you know, with the pitching situation, how you kind of line everything up for Sunday.
Yep.
You know, the more runs you can plate, the better. Just kind of sets it up better for you on Sunday.
And the way things go, the more runs you can score and the fewest ones you can allow, and the more wins you pick up, better seed you're going to end up with come the end of the day.
Right. That's the toughest thing is to decide who's going to pitch and who isn't.
That's right.
Who do you save, who you don't? You know, if you just kind of go with the mantra of, hey, we're here to win as many games as we can, then, you know, you just go that way. You know, if you're trying to set it up for Sunday, then you got to be willing to maybe take a bad loss on Saturday. It's just kind of the way it works.
Yep. And we know with the Bandits team, all hands on deck when it comes time to pitching. They can all do it. First pitch to Caleb Colpin misses inside, ball 1. And with this Bandits team, when the hits start coming, they usually start pouring one after another.
And the thing of it is, you know, all year long you can see it at any spot. You know, that really helps, you know, and you can have confidence throughout the lineup.
Nice cut there by Caleb. Sends it straight back right in front of us on the backstop. And this will be one of the first weekends all season where we have decent playing weather and the kids can actually get out and enjoy playing baseball.
Yeah, no rain, chance of snow flurries, sweatshirts, that type of thing.
Good pitch there by Schnorr. Catches the outside corner, evens the count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Very little breeze, not a cloud in the sky. You can't get a better day for baseball.
Say, when you can talk low 80s and not much wind, that's perfect this time of year. Colpin sends a ground ball towards second, moves the runner up to third as he's retired at first for out number 2. But Carlisle still has work to do with Ryan Berry stepping in.
Ryan's one of those gritty ball players that just plays, you know. Size, none of that matters, man. He just gets in there and he's digging in, ready to go.
He is a ball player. First pitch to him misses way outside, ball 1. And he's one that can hit it to any part of the ballpark. It just goes with the pitch where it's delivered. Makes it look easy. Schnorr misses inside with his second delivery to Barry, and now Barry's ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. There's one that shot into the gap in left field, well over the head of Morewinkle out in left field to the fence. Barry's chugging for 3. Here comes the relay throw, and it will not be in time as he slides head first into third with a 2-out run-scoring triple to the fence in left field. And just as we said, he can hit it to any part of the ballpark. He got one down and in and drove it over Morewinkle's head there and left.
That's a sinking feeling as a coach when you see the back number on the back of your left field player. You know it's trouble.
And he turned as soon as it was hit. Wandery on the first pitch he sees sends a sharp ground ball to third. Good play by the third baseman. Throws over to first to retire the side. But the Bandits do some damage here in the top of the third. They score 5 runs that inning.
Yes, 5.
5 runs, so 7-1 as we head to the bottom of inning number 3.
Waiting for Ryan Berry to get back out on the field here after his triple in the top of the third. Braunschweig remains on the mound for the Bandits. Looks like the defense is still set as it was before. Braunschweig going to take a couple warm-up pitches here. Berry throws her down, and we're ready to go bottom of the third here. 7-1 Bandits. Looks like number 2 hitter for Carlisle, the number 44, started off pitching. He's going to step into the batter's box. Rip one foul down the left field line for strike one.
Good start for Braunschweig. His team gives him 5 runs in the top half. Comes back, strike one to start the bottom half.
Got to pitch with a lead.
Just throw strikes, make him hit the ball, let the defense do the work. There's a chopper towards third. Mertu picks it up, fires. Nice pick over there by Copeland at first to retire Mowinkle. Good play both sides. Out number one.
As a third baseman, you look at your first baseman on that long throw across the diamond when he picks it out of the dirt, and you give him a wink and a nod because he just saved you an error.
That's right.
And the first baseman looks and says, "That's my job, bud. That's
what
my
I
job."
do. That's what I do. Wyckoff, the catcher, now up to bat with 1 out. Sends his first pitch over the fence beyond the first base dugout for strike one. Wyckoff and then Tuck, 2 big bats in the Carlisle lineup.
So your mom and Vern went to Omaha today and then they're coming back. Yesterday. They watch it fall.
That one's ripped towards left field. Be cut off by Wander. He gets it back in quickly. Good play by him. Holds him to a single.
Boy, high pitch right at the numbers, and he turned that baby around, put it right into left field.
Good
That
piece.
was a no-doubter.
That was a good piece of hitting on his part.
It's always a dilemma, you know, as a coach. You want to try to burn them up high because you can get those big kids to maybe bite on that, but sometimes that's exactly where they want it.
They like him up there. They get those hands right through it.
Oh, so close.
I know when I was this age, that high pitch was my favorite. You want to miss
It looks like a meatball coming in. That's right. Ripped right towards Mertu at third. He's got a chance to double him off, and does it. The throw back to Copeland at first. A big 2-3, third base to first base, double play to end the inning. We'll head to the 4th inning already. Bandits leading Carlisle 7-1.
I'll get it perfected.
Heading into the top of the 4th already. Carlisle finishing up the warm-up pitches. 7-1. The Bandits have hit the ball timely, strung some hits together, put a lot of pressure on Carlisle, and made plays defensively.
Say a little bit of everything so far. Solid pitching, hitting, and defense.
See if we can't get something going here with Aiden Albright leading off. Ball outside, 1-0.
I can feel the temperature is starting to slowly increase here in Indianola.
I tell you what, I'll take it. I mean, I hate
Turn out to be a beautiful day.
I hate to keep harping on the weather, but I cannot express to you how exciting it is to be here in the sun, enjoying good baseball weather without sweatshirts or anything like that.
That is 100% correct. Good pitch, good hack by Albright. Comes up empty on the swing, and the count is now 1 ball, 2 strikes.
He's really working that outside corner to Albright. He's going to have to think the other way if he's going to make contact here.
Little spinner misses up and away. Evens the count now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's got some good velo on his fastball. We'll see what he comes back with. Got fisted towards second, and a nice attempt by the second baseman, but he comes up just short, and the ball is lifted into the grass, just into shallow right center field.
That, as the old saying goes, that ball had eyes.
It did.
There was nothing on it, but I tell you what, it had eyes, and it found a way to center field, and it goes as a single in the book. It doesn't say how hard it was, it just goes as a single.
And we'll just take the base runner.
That's right.
So Albright aboard to lead off the top of the fourth for Landon Vogt. Vogt walked last inning. Takes a good hack at that offering. Comes up empty. Albright steals second base. He's in scoring position now with nobody out for Landon Vogt.
As a coach, you just can't express how important it is for the bottom of your order to set the table for the top of your lineup. Inning, walk, base hits, get hit by a pitch, whatever it is, set the table, and usually good things happen for baseball teams when you can do that.
Number 9, or in this case, number 10 or 11 batter in the lineup is just as important as a leadoff hitter.
100%.
Well, Landon Vogt works the count now in his favor. 2 balls, 1 strike. If he can punch one to the right side, second baseman's a little late getting over there, but this one didn't make it past the pitcher. Does his job, though, advances the runner up to third with 1 out.
You really can't express how important that is, you know, especially when you're in the lead. You know, if you were down 7-1, you'll easily trade a base for an out, but when you're up 7-1 and you can move the runner with 1 out now, I tell you what, it's huge.
Back to the top of the lineup for sure with the runner on third now. Just keep adding to that run total, 1 at a time. Copeland takes his first offering down low. Big gap out in left center field if he can punch one that way. And instead he lines one right to the second baseman who drops the ball. Albright didn't get a good read at
Didn't
third.
read the ball there, did he?
He froze on the line drive but did not go back to third and then stood there. But runners at the corners now with 1 out for Cal Roth. The top of this Bandit lineup is left-handed heavy. So the second baseman's got to be on his toes. These guys can hit it his direction every time. First offering is taken by Roth as the runner Copeland advances the second on a stolen base. Now there's 2 in scoring position with just 1 out. Throw over to third to try and keep Albright close, not in time. And I tell you what, the center fielder is almost playing in right center field. There's a huge gap out there in left center.
They're certainly playing him to pull. If he could drop one, you know, in between shortstop and second, I tell you what, he's going to be running for a while.
With a pitcher that likes to throw on this outside corner, just go with that pitch. And with his speed, he could end up on third. Good stop by the catcher. Wyckoff keeps the runners at second and third. Ball's lifted foul and out of play over towards the third base side.
Not a lot of room in foul territory here. A lot of balls get out.
That one scorched past the second baseman into right field for a hit. That'll score a couple. Be a 2-run single for Cale Roth, and it's 10-1.
What a great piece of hitting there. You know, he got down 0-2, battled one off, and then just goes with a pitch and drives it into right field. And, I mean, that's the type of hitting you want. Just keep adding on, keep adding on. Now a 9-1 Bandit lead here with 1 out at the top of the fourth.
Now Aiden Mertu steps in with the runner at first, 1 out. There goes Roth. Pitch is taken for a strike, and the base is stolen easily. So another runner in scoring position for the Bandits. And just like we talked about earlier, just keep the hits stringing together. Just keep trading spots there. And that one might have a chance to get out of here. High fence, and it's right up near the fence. It'll be an RBI double for Aiden Mertu as Looked like off the bat that was at least going to hit the fence. It's a high fence here, but
looked very similar to Ryan Berry's earlier. When you see that left field turn around and start running, you can see his number on his back. Good things are going to happen for your offense there.
And now we got a runner at second and one out for Luke Braunschweig, and he scorches another one down the right field line. That's fair. That's extra bases for Luke. Well, a good play by the right fielder to get that ball in quickly.
Well, normally that's a double all day long, but they're shifting so bad against our left-handers and then our right-handers. I guess that just says a lot about our offense today. We kind of look crisp, but we're on a little bit.
We're hitting the ball on target here so far in the early going. Now Cale Phelps steps in, takes one up and in. Caleb Colpin waits on deck. The 1-0 pitch again, up and over the helmet.
Cale's got to be thinking, what did I do? 2 spinners in a row. Right at the helmet.
Back-to-back doubles given up, and now he wants to come at him. We might have rattled him just a little bit. He's missed way in on 2 pitches, misses way out on another.
Cale doesn't swing at too many bad balls. You're going to have to bring it into him.
He knows his zone, takes ball 4 up and in. And now runners first and second. Still just one out here in the top of the 4th inning. And another left-handed bat, and Caleb Colpin steps in. And the defense shifts back towards right field. Colpin shows bunt. Takes a pitch way outside. Throw down to third. Not in time. Nice slide by Braunschweig to get around the tag.
Yeah, the throw was there, but I tell you what, Braunschweig slid to the backside, and the third baseman was in the front of the bag. He was just able to avoid that tag. Second, third now for the Bandits. Still only one away here in the top of the 4th.
And 2 balls and no strikes now on Caleb Colpin. 2 more in scoring position for the left-hander. Pitch again, misses way outside.
Going to do more damage and add to the 11-1 lead here in the top of the 4th.
Pitch just misses outside. Ball force. Now they're loaded for Ryan Berry, who launched one to left field his last at bat. Be looking to do more of the same here again as the center fielder shifts back towards left center with the right-handed bat.
See come up with bases loaded, at least in my book.
That's right. And he takes a good take there on a pitch that was a little up in the zone. Get one more that he can drive here. And he rolls one over towards third off the glove of the third baseman. Will score a run on the air. And so maybe you had him on his heels a little bit. Didn't come up with that one cleanly.
Well, the bad thing about it is, this is a coach. They've been out there a long time. This top of the inning has been a long time for the fielders as well. So sometimes you lose a little focus, especially at this age, and it looks like it's wearing on Carlisle right now. They've been out there a long time.
Center fielder's crouched down out there as the umpire wipes the plate off. Carlisle coaching staff trying to encourage their players to stay focused. First pitch, Lane Wandry misses upstairs, ball 1. If you're the Bandits, just keep putting the ball in play. Good things are probably going to happen.
Yeah, the Carlisle pitchers, I don't know if they know what to do. We're driving the fastball everywhere. They're trying to catch 22 for them right now because the Bandits are really hot with the bats.
Wandry hits a sharp one towards short, takes a tough hop, gets past the shortstop and into left field. 2 more runs will score. Cale Phelps, Caleb Colpin. And a throw back into the infield, gets away from the pitcher. Barry thought about going to third, but good backup by the first baseman. And we're going to have another conference at the mound. This time the entire infield will come on and meet with Coach Wyckoff.
This is probably exactly what he's talking about here. The Bandits have plated 12 runs here in the inning. Guys are kind of losing their focus a little bit. You string hits together, and then all of a sudden a couple errors. They get you out of the inning. Now they're errors. you sit out there even longer. Coach is just trying to get their mindset back, to get them back in the dugout.
That's right, yeah. You guys just start hanging their heads just a little bit, saying, what do we got to do? And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change as the conference ends. So Schnorr is done for the day. He looks like he'll go back to shortstop. Looks like we might have just a shortstop pitcher swap here.
We'll try to get a name for any Carlisle fans that might be
Johnson.
Number 20, Johnson. Taking the bump here. Carlisle now has a battery of Johnson and Wyckoff. I just can't get over how big this kid is.
He is a good frame behind home plate.
He's got a solid arm, too.
And he's done a really good job of blocking pitches that are in the dirt.
Very much so. Looks like a nice little catcher.
We knew you'd be back. I think this is a new picture, yep. How many outs is that?
Well, as Johnson warms up, we'll kind of reset it for you. We're in the top of the fourth, one away. Ryan Berry is at second. Lane Wandry is at first. The Bandits have exploded here in the top of the fourth for 12 runs to take a 14-1 lead with just one away here after the pitching change for Carlisle.
Looks like Johnson's right around the zone on his pitches, so Bandits just get up there and just keep swinging like they have been. They're going to get a lot of good pitches to hit here, it looks like.
And at this point as a coach, that's all you're asking. Get in there. I don't care if it's a pitching machine or what. Get me in the zone and we'll figure it out from there.
So Aiden Albright will be the first Bandits player to face Johnson here in the fourth inning. Another left-handed bat in the Bandits lineup. And most teams are lucky if you get one or two left-handed batters. The Bandits have 3/4 of the lineups hitting from the left-handed side of the plate.
Yeah, I think half. Isn't there 5 of them?
Let's say at least, yeah. Pitch misses up. Throw down to third is wide. Barry is not able to advance on that.
Game. You're not setting him there.
So runners move up one base, second and third now with one out for Aiden Albright. Good pitch there by Johnson, swung on and missed by Albright. Evens the count now at 1 ball, 1 strike.
That outside corner is giving him trouble all day. He's got to step to that ball there.
That one misses too far outside. 2 balls, 1 strike now on Aiden Albright. Defense again playing him to pull the ball just like they have every other left-handed bat.
Swung through a nice pitch there.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Aiden Albright. 1 out. Pitch misses up and away. Good take there by Albright to lay off. Swung a couple up in the zone in his first at-bat. Now the count's full. And again, misses outside, and Albright draws the 1-out walk to load the bases for Landon Vogt, who bats for the second time in the inning.
The old adage really is true. Hitting is contagious. And, when things are going well, it just everybody gets in there with confidence, no matter what. But it can also be the other way, too. It can go the other way.
You think that you're invisible and invincible and just start trying to do too much?
Yeah. Bases loaded for the Bandits here. 1 away. Landon Vogt at the plate. 1-0 count.
Takes a pitch that just missed down in the zone. Now 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases full for Landon, who's been on base a couple times already today, as has just about every other player in the lineup. 2-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Counts now even, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The way it's been going, I think the last thing Carlisle wants to see is the lineup turned over again.
We're only in the 4th inning, and we're about to go through it the 3rd or 4th time. Full count to Landon Vogt, 1 out. Bases full of Bandits. Here's the pitch, misses inside, ball 4. The 3rd time Landon, I believe, has drawn a walk in this ballgame. This one will drive in a run. Now, Evan Colpin back to the plate, has to go down and get his batting glove from first base coach Ben Albright, who still had it from his previous at-bat this inning.
That walk to Vogt plates another run, makes it 15-1 here in the top of the 4th. Bandits. Evan Colpin at the plate.
Little squibbler towards short, fires across the diamond in time to get the out, but another run does score on the 6-3 putout. And at this point, if you're Carlisle, you just take the easy out, try and get yourself out of this inning with no more damage done.
Absolutely want to get out of this inning.
So Cale Roth steps in, now 2nd and 3rd and 2 outs, and he lines one to the gap into left center field. Center fielder is playing him in right center, so he's got a long run to get to it. Cale's going to stop there at 2. 2-run double for Cale Roth.
Nice little inside-out swing. That looked real nice.
Didn't try to do anything with that other than take it where it was pitched and just scorched it into the gap where nobody was there in left center field. The Bandits are hitting it all over the ballpark here this morning. As Aiden Murtu steps in with 2 outs. Looking to trade spots yet again with Cale out second base. A 1 pitch misses downstairs, ball 1. Another pitch downstairs. Now 2-1 on Aiden Murtu. 2 outs, top of the 4th. Playing Murtu straight away in center field. And he launches one foul over on the third base side. I don't know how many baseballs they lose over there in the grassy area.
I'm sure it's a few. Murtu's got to lay off that high pitch. Been a little kryptonite here.
Well, he doesn't lay it off, but he punches it out into right field for a RBI single.
I stand corrected. That ball was about in his head, and he drove it into right field. My apologies.
Didn't try to do too much, just went with it. Second baseman was shaded up the middle a little bit and just punched it out into right field. And now Luke Brunschweig steps in. He's hit 2 balls just down the right field line, 1 for a double, 1 for a single.
Looking to become another Bandit hitter with multiple hits in the inning.
I think he's got himself 3 RBI on the day already. Takes a good hack at that one. Foul tip. Murtu was off on the pitch. He's at second base with 1 strike.
Must have caught the ball. If he caught the ball, Murtu can stay at second. If he came out of his glove, then he has to go back. So he must have caught it.
Must have caught it. Foul tip.
Yep. Umpire was clarifying with the Carlisle coach.
He was on top of it. So Murtu stays at second. 1 strike on Braunschweig. 2 outs. Outspeed misses down and away. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Second baseman playing deep in the hole, awaiting something in his direction. The pitch misses away, ball 2.
These are the type of game as a hitter you just can't wait to get up there. You know, everything's going well for everybody. You just can't wait to get up there.
That's right. Braunschweig punches one foul straight back and out of play.
thing that I like to see from a lot of the Bandits hitters today, you know, a lot of them have been in 0-2 counts, 1-2 counts, 2-2 counts, and their confidence doesn't seem to disappear. They've really been staying in there. They've really been looking to drive the ball. I mean, if you think just in this inning alone how many two-strike hits we've had, you know, that's really good. You feel good as a coach when that type of thing happens.
That's definitely a confidence builder when you can hit any count, especially with 2 strikes, and hit it hard on top of it. And there's another one smoked foul off the first base dugout.
Fought a spinner off there.
It's tough to get one by Luke on the inside corner. He has quick hands.
That lefty, those lefties love that down and in, man.
And Luke with the slightly open stance as he starts. That pitch misses just outside. Good pitch by Johnson.
Just missed.
Runs the count now full.
Today.
So Johnson looking to get Carlisle out of the inning here. 3-2, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swung on and crushed, but going to hook foul.
I believe that ball may have been gone.
It looked like it might have from here as well. It might have just creeped around that short part of the fence.
Pretty high fences. The fence may have knocked it down, but that ball may have been gone.
As we said, it's hard to get one past him on the inside part of the plate. And that one time, he goes outside and gets Braunschweig to swing over the top of it for strike number 3. But the Bandits do more damage here in the top of the 4th. We'll head to the bottom half of the inning. Bandits comfortably in front of Carlisle.
Who's bouncing?
Me, is it bouncing now?
But is it bouncing like we're talking? Is it just bouncing this way? Yeah, that's okay.
Dad, what is it?
Now watch it when we get our deal.
Moving to the bottom of the 4th, Carlisle will be sending 5, 6, and 7 to the plate. Rosenbaum steps into the box. 19-1. The Bandits explode in the top of the 4th for 17 runs. You don't see that a lot.
You don't see that very often at all, but
we'll take it.
We'll take it. They strung together the hits. They earned it. There wasn't many walks in that inning. There's just a lot of base hits. So they definitely earned it. Cale Roth in the pitch now for the Bandits. Gets the foul ball off the bat as the batter tried to duck out of the way on the first pitch, and now he comes back over the outside corner. 0-2.
Look out, coaches.
Another solid pitch over the outside part of the plate has Rosenboom kind of fishing for it. Just got a piece of it and lines it over towards the Bandit dugout. A pitch by Roth misses down and away.
Rosenbaum, another tall, lanky kid for Carlisle.
Powers one past him that time for out number 1. So good pitching here today by the Bandits. Limited the damage. Not many base runners by Carlisle this far.
And when they did, you know, defensively they came through, made some plays, and were able to erase those base runners. So everything clicking for the Bandits today. I think that was a nice little spinner by Kale.
It looked like, yeah, it had a nice little tail to it. Gets one there about the letters. Strike one, working ahead on these batters. And when you're up big, that's all you want. Pump the zone.
Pitch with the lead. That's exactly what he's doing here. Another solid pitch on the outside corner that he couldn't catch up with. 0-2.
Got a lefty on lefty matchup. Kale brings some pretty good velo, so he makes it hard on these left-handed hitters, and it's 1, 2, 3 there for Sears.
3 pitches, and Sears is sent back to the dugout.
So now the pitcher Johnson steps in with 2 outs. The base is empty.
This is, at least at this point, worst case scenario for Carlisle. I don't know the run rule on how they work it, but you know, if you have a quick inning like this and you have to go back out, that makes it very tough on your players. Makes it tough on everybody. So
you spent probably a good 15 minutes out there, at least the last half inning, and to only get a couple-minute break. And to go right back out there, the mentality is just like, oh no, here we go again.
Johnson up to the plate for Carlisle now. 1-1.
Pitch misses just upstairs. Ball 2, 2-1 now to Johnson. The lefty fires, deals, sends this one to the backstop. No harm done. Evens the count now, 2-2. Or is it 2-2 or 3-1? 3-1.
3-1.
Now the 3-1 offering misses downstairs. Skips past Barry to the backstop. The short fence comes right back to him. And it's a 2-out walk for Carlisle. At this point, if you're Kale, you just work the batter. Don't even worry about the runners when you got a big lead like this.
Yep, you're thinking strikes. You're thinking force the issue. Let's get back in there. Either in this game, again, I don't know where the run rule is at for these games, but otherwise, let's get back in and hit. Let's build that confidence for game number 2 today at 11. And Barry's very smooth at it.
Pick it and fire.
Things are going to look real good back there, I think.
Short lead by Johnson. He's not going. Swung on, ground ball towards short. Braunschweig picks it up, fires over to first. Plenty of time to retire the side. A 2-out walk to no prevail for Carlisle. We go to the 5th inning. And it looks like that is going to be the ball game. 19-1, I believe, is your final. And the Bandits will be back in action again roughly 11 o'clock. We'll bring that one to you. Bandits win big over Carlisle to advance.
This has been Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll see you in next game.
There we go.